Is it correct to assume that music theory is a set of techniques used in music? And how do I use music theory in music? And can you give an example of how it is used? Yes. So music theory, it's not just techniques. Music theory is the collection of all experiences of past musicians. Well, not all. So it is basically observations and experience from different examples. So for example, functional harmony. Functional harmony makes chord progressions very, very easy. Functional harmony says that the chords of a major scale each play a specific function. All right? The chords built on scale degrees 1, 3, and 6 are tonic functioning. Scale degrees 5 and 7 are something called dominant, and scale degrees 2, 4, and sometimes 7 have something called subdominant. Now, it tells us from functional harmony that you can follow a strong, weak pattern. So tonic being strong, all others being weak. And I'm not even going to play this chord progression. I'm just going to use theory to create something. And I guarantee you, it's going to work. All right, so then we're going to take this and we're going to voice lead it. All right, so now I have voice led and it's not a perfect voice lead. I have voice led my chord progression, and now I'm going to add a little bit of variation to my to my bass line. So now I have added a little variation to my bass line. I haven't played any of this, but because I used music theory, it's going to sound decent. And watch this, watch this. I can now use music theory to write a melody. And again, I'm not going to play the melody. Then let's just chop this up a little bit. We'll keep it super simple. It's going to be a very, very simple melody. And again, I'm not playing this. I'm not testing it. I am just simply using music theory. In this case, I'm using a melodic structure called period structure to create my melody. Right? Not the most beautiful melody. Super simple. But I didn't play it. But I was so confident it would work, right? Because every decision I made was influenced by music theory, the collective aggregate experience of composers before me. Now, the reason why this would have taken so much longer if I had to explain every little step that I made. So I'm going to offer some resources here. Again, obviously, I've been very clear that my bookshop has really cool resources. This one, I think, is probably the best resource I have available if you are looking for just music theory in general. However, if you are looking for some free resources, the Academy tab on my website, tabletopcomposer.com/academy, has free classes. Music theory and harmony. This will teach you how I made my chord progression so quickly and how I make other really cool chord progressions. Music theory and melody. This will show, and it'll also show you my bass line, how I did that. Music theory and melody. This will teach you all the tricks I used to create a melody that I was so confident was going to work, even though I hadn't played it, sung it, or had any idea what it would sound like. I had some idea, but. And then orchestration and orchestration 2, those are also free classes as well. They're really cool. So yes, music theory, I would say, is the collective knowledge of musicians that have gone before us so that we understand what works, why it works, but it's not a set of rules. You can always break it. You can always do whatever you need to best serve your music.